Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and in this video I wanted to talk about another amigurumi book, a pattern book. My husband got me this for Christmas. He did order it off of Amazon. It's called Whimsical Stitches, and these are really fun little patterns that I feel like you could make and give for kids. Now, obviously, you could make and keep these for your own on a little shelf, but I have so far given these patterns to my kids. So I wanted to give you an overview of the type of patterns that are in there and then show you a couple things I made. They have in here some patterns that mostly are succulent style. They call it the garden, and some flowers. Then they have some sea life type patterns, a turtle, a whale, a narwhal. They also give you the horn, an octopus. Then they have some that are farm type animals, cow, duck. Let me see here, page 68. I want to tell you a little bit more about the farm. Oh, a pig. And let's see, what else did they have on here? Cow, duck, pig. Oh, eggs. I thought that was cute. That's kind of like a farm one. Carrot, a baby bunny. Yeah, that's what they have. A bunny, cow, duck, eggs, and a pig. Here they all are. They're pictures. You know what? Let me quick go to the succulent, the garden page, and show you that one too. What they have. Some flowers and some succulents. Let's go to the sea life page. Jellyfish, octopus, turtles, whale. Okay, now that we're done with the farm section, let's see what's on the next section. They call it At the Bakery, and there is a lot of patterns for here. Look at that. Donuts, cookies, cupcakes, pieces of pie, macaroons. Okay, and then after that, let's get to the last section here. At the market, some produce. Now, one of the reasons I really liked this book while you're perusing the produce is I'm a teacher, as you know, but before teaching second grade, I was a preschool teacher for a while. And I thought this would be a really fun thing to have in like a little kid's play kitchen for pretend play, and to have a whole bunch of soft produce. Now, here nor there, children are going to put toys and such in their mouths, whether it's a plastic tomato or a crochet tomato. So, but I just thought it would be nice, something fun, you know, and something nice to make. And you can be careful if you would feel about the safety eyes. Some people don't feel like safety eyes are safe to have on, even though they're called safety eyes. They don't feel like they're safe to have on children's toys, so you could stitch embroidery, the faces on there. But that's what I really liked about this book, was that I thought it would be really cute to make all the produce and all of the bakery stuff and have it in a children's play kitchen. Okay, now to show you the two patterns that I made. I did not specifically use the wool that they had recommended. I just used whatever I had. So I'm not going to show you that because that's the worst. Okay, so one of the things I made was this little coffee cup. I embroidered a little face on, put the safety eyes. I made this out of the Kobu bamboo yarn. It's a bamboo cotton mix. And the top of it was a very simple pattern, very easy to read. I was able to embroider some little eyelashes and a little mouth. I will say the Kobu is a softer yarn, and so the handle doesn't stay as nice as if it were in a stiffer cotton or an acrylic, so keep that in mind. But here is the little coffee pot. Also, in order to add a little bit of firmness to this, I did put a piece of cardboard from a cereal box in the bottom. So that is the first thing that I made. Very easy to read. I want to say that this pattern took me approximately 30 minutes. Maybe an extra 5 to find the right size, right thickness of a cardboard to put in the bottom. The other pattern I made looks horrible. I will say that one of the bad things was it didn't mention specifically eye spacing, and that's something I really struggle with, is amigurumi eyes. I made this cow. Now this cow to me looks like it's a special needs cow. Maybe I should have put the ears lower or the eyes bigger. I don't know, the nose protrudes kind of off. I'll show you the picture. Now I did do, I think, a fairly decent job on the body and the tail and the spots, but I'm just not happy with the eyes and the nose. Okay, let's look at it in the book. They have the cow on the cover. It does still have that big nose. I think if I were to make it again, I would not make the nose as big. I think I would keep the circumference and maybe cut back 2 rows. Make it a little shorter. I don't know. And these eyes maybe are a little bigger than mine, and the ears do look like they're a little lower. That's the thing I suck at the most, you guys, is putting on ears. So anyway, I wanted to recommend this book because if you're new to amigurumi and you want to try something simple and you work your way up to something harder, this pattern book has a lot of really simple patterns, like the coffee cup, like the tomato, and then you can work your way up to a harder pattern like this cow and still mess it up. But I just thought it was a nice overall variety of things. One of the things that also I like is if you're going to go to, like, for instance, if you guys remember when I went to my sister-in-law's bridal shower, I gave her a gift card and then I made her those little chickens. And so you can go to a baby shower and give them a gift card, but still make them a quick 30-minute to an hour project, a little baby duck or something, and bring that in, and then you feel like, you know, you've given them something. I don't know. I always feel weird just giving a gift card. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say is at the beginning, it talks about what you'll need. And again, remember, when you're making amigurumi, if you use a DK yarn, it's going to be smaller. If you use a worsted weight yarn, it's going to be bigger. You follow the pattern as is. But the bigger the yarn you use, increase your hook, and your pattern will be a little bigger. Also, they talk about safety eyes and embroidering the faces on these animals. Other things you might need, which is how I got this idea for the coffee cup, is you might want to have cardboard or pipe cleaners or scrap fabrics. It says terracotta pots. So when they made their little succulents, wherever, they didn't necessarily make the pot, they just put them in the little pots. You might want to use a wooden dowel, a hot glue gun, or an egg carton or berry box. You can go and get an egg carton and put a bunch of those little eggs in there. Wouldn't that be cute in a play kitchen? I don't know. I thought it is. Also goes over abbreviations. It has some resources to some different yarn. They recommend using Karen yarn, Lion Brand yarn, Red Heart yarn. Like I said, I used a little Red Heart, a little I Love This yarn. This was Karen Simply Soft Sparkle, because you can see I didn't have any plain black, I just have sparkle black. And this is a Karen Simply Soft Party Sparkle. If you can see, has a little bit less of a sparkle in it than the Big Twist Sparkle. Also, it goes over stitches and techniques. So if you're someone that can figure out how to do a stitch based on these pictures, sometimes for me it's hard to figure that out. They also give you techniques if you've never done amigurumi, about how to do the invisible decrease, about how to crochet in the round, different ways to mark your starting spot. So they do give some tips, and also they give you some advice and some notes on how to do embroidery for mouth and eyes. Isn't that nice? So I felt like this was a really great resource. Something, if you want to get started and try a few little amigurumis, there are a whole bunch of patterns in this book, and it was very lovely. I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy this off of Amazon. And then I'll also put the price down there because, as usual, I don't remember how much it cost. I want to say that it was like in the $10 to $20 range. Down here it says $22.99 in American dollars, but I'm pretty sure it was a little cheaper on Amazon. Canadian dollars, $31.99. I don't know what's going on in Canada for it to be that much more. But yeah, I really recommend this book. I loved it. And I still plan on, when I have time, making all the produce and the bakery goods and donating them to the daycare I used to work with for them to put in their play kitchen. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my video. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.